What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, my expectations and hopes going into this season, and why I believe they have nothing to worry about. And I know that the Chiefs, their division has improved so much over the offseason. I still think they are the number one team there, and they are going to prove all the doubters wrong. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe for daily NFL and NBA content, and let's get straight to it. So obviously the Chiefs, they're in the AFC West with the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers. All three of those teams improved so much over the offseason, and any one of those teams could very well win the division, even win a Super Bowl, in my opinion, at least. Obviously the Chiefs, they got the most experience there. They've won that division, I believe, like 4 or 5 times in a row now, probably more than that, honestly. The Chiefs, they're just a very dangerous team, even though they did lose Tyreek Hill. People can't count them out yet. I mean, you still got Patrick Mahomes. This is a guy who won the Super Bowl, who made the Super Bowl, who's made multiple AFC championship appearances, who's won MVP just in his short, young career so far. And Patrick Mahomes is still playing with his very, very dominant and talented tight end there in Traviskelce. So that duo is still very, very dangerous. Those two guys can play extremely, extremely well together. We've seen it. I mean, they're probably the best quarterback tight end duo in the NFL in the past few years. Obviously, I still think George Kittle's the best. I mean, they're both pretty much at the same tier, but obviously the Niners had Jimmy Garoppolo, and he is nowhere near the talent of Patrick Mahomes. So that's obviously the best tight end duo in the NFL, and it's just gonna get even more exciting now because obviously Patrick Mahomes does not have as talented of a wide receiver core, so he's obviously the number one option for Patrick now. A lot of people have been talking about why the running back core is not very strong. I honestly disagree. Yeah, we still got Clyde Edwards-Helaire there, who in my opinion is not bad at all. Honestly, I think he's a pretty good player. I mean, I know that in the last 2 years, he did miss 10 games. That is a lot, even for a running back. And I know running backs do tend to get injured, especially the younger ones. But still, 10 games in 2 seasons is a lot considering how short NFL seasons are. You don't want to miss more than 5 games in a year, and 10 games in 2, let alone, is crazy. Due to, obviously, injuries, as I was just saying, last season he averaged 4.3 yards per carry. He got 517 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 19 receptions. Obviously, that is a lot worse than his rookie season in 2020. He got 803 yards, 4.4 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, and 36 receptions. So that kind of proves to you that that was just in his rookie season. So obviously he's a lot better now that when he's healthy, he can be a very, very dominant running back. And the Chiefs also did bring in Ronald Jones from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who did win a Super Bowl there with Tom Brady. So he obviously knows what's up there. He did beat the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs actually in the Super Bowl. So pretty cool to see him now on the Chiefs. He was, I believe, the backup running back on the Buccaneers. And last season he did average 428 yards, 4.2 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns, and 10 receptions. So obviously Clyde is a lot better, but now you've got that backup option there in case he gets injured, which there is a chance Clyde does because obviously he missed 10 games in the last 2 years. So it's a good option for the Kansas City Chiefs over there. So their offense has just gotten even more dominant, even though losing Tyreek was rough, but they've still got a very dominant offense, and they probably got one of the best offenses in the NBA. Their offense obviously does carry their team. Their defense did improve. Last season, the Chiefs ranked number 16 in defense in the NFL, which isn't great. It isn't terrible. I mean, it's pretty much just middle of the pack. You need a top 10 defense if you want to win a Super Bowl, though, obviously. The Chiefs did have a good defense. They did lose Tyrann Mathieu to the Saints. Not great there, but they did bring in some cornerbacks in Snead and McDuffie, so that should be very interesting there. I know that they did also lose Charvarius Ward. He went to the Niners. That's pretty bad right there. He was a good player on the Chiefs. And on the offensive side, once again, they've got a great offensive line. I mean, one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL alone is Orlando Brown Jr., who will probably take over that left tackle spot. And then you've got a pretty good wide receiver there if he can stay healthy in Juju Smith-Schuster. So I don't see why they need to worry too much. Also, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, I butchered his name. It's cool though. He's also pretty good. So I just don't see any reason for why the Chiefs need to worry about their offense at all. Even though, yeah, losing Tyreek was rough, but I still think that they got it there. I think they're one of the best offensively talented teams in the NFL. I believe they're going to win this division over the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos. Even though it's going to be tough facing those teams, I still think they do have the upper hand. They have more experience. They got better tight ends. They got better offense than both those teams. So, yeah, it's just going to be very interesting watching the Chiefs play their divisional rivals. And yeah, that's all I have to talk about in today's video. So if you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe for more NFL and NBA content, and I'm out of here. Peace.